Welcome in to another edition of The Walkthrough. Your hosts, Austin Watley and Brant King, are here to break down all the action. Each week, we bring you exclusive coach and player interviews, in-depth coverage, and expert analysis you won't find anywhere. This is The Walkthrough.
Welcome in to another edition of The Walkthrough. Austin Watley here along with Brant King. It is round two of the Louisiana High School football playoffs as the Jena Giants get ready to take on the St. Helena Hawks in the second round of the Division III non-select state playoffs. And when we talked about it last week, when the playoffs get here every week is just it's do or die, but it's so much fun because you know you're one of only a few teams left playing football, and that time changes, the leaves start falling, it's getting fall, getting close to Thanksgiving. It always feels good to be still playing football.
Yeah, it's always great this time of the year. You walk into the stadium, it's dark and the lights are on. It's Friday night lights. It's football. You got the grills down in the west end down there, and you got the smoke going across the field. I mean, it's just a great atmosphere and great to be at home at Guy Campbell Memorial Stadium and super excited for this Friday night against St. Helena. I think it's going to be a good ball game.
Another underrated thing is, you always practice on the practice field, but when the time changes and it gets this late in the season, you have to move on the game field because there's lights for the game field. And we've been practicing junior high basketball at the high school. And the last 2 days when I've been leaving, the football team is out on the game field practicing. And that was always something that you knew it's a special time to be practicing because not many teams are left.
Yeah, I mean, you go back in Jena Giant history. I mean, not too many times, over the last several years with Coach Roark. Yeah, we've done this numerous times, but you go back in the history, wasn't a whole lot of times that we were practicing under the lights this time of the year.
13th straight playoff appearance, 11th consecutive year we have a home playoff game. I meant to look and see how many years in a row that we've been in the second round. We're playing a second round game, and I don't think I ever did that, so I don't have that on my sheet. But I think it's since 2020, or in 2019, we lost in the first round to Mansfield.
Right.
Or not to Mansfield, Green Oaks. Yeah. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6th straight year that we are playing in a second round game. And in those 6 years, you've had 2 semifinal appearances and a quarterfinals appearance. So, been a great time to be a Jena Giant in those 6 years.
Yeah, definitely a great run here at Jena High and Jena football. And this time of the year, man, you got to be locked in. Everybody, when you start the playoffs, everybody has the same goal, and that's to make it to New Orleans to the Dome and at the end and to win the thing. And, you got to each week you have to give it 100% because, a few turnovers can bounce the wrong way and can go against you. So it's got to laser focus and do what you have to do, play 100% each and every play.
I think it was Under the Lights made a Facebook post this week that it seems like a lot. I think they said it's 128 teams left playing right now, and each week that gets cut in half.
Right.
So next week it'll be 64 teams left, and then 32, then 16, and then you got, 16. That'd be for the state championship in New Orleans.
Yeah. What was it? 2013 is when the split started. Is that about right?
No. I don't know about this. Yeah, maybe 2013. I don't know. I can't remember. I think so. I know where I can find it, but because I know they've been posting stats of since the split and however long they've been putting playoff records, who has had success in the playoffs, things like that. I think it is around that time.
Yeah.
Jena though 9-1 had a bye last week. St. Helena defeated Avoyelles. Was it 58-26? Yeah, 58-26.
At
Avoyelles. St. Helena is the number 17 seed. Avoyelles was the number 16 seed. So Back in the day, that would have meant we'd be going to St. Helena.
Right.
But they changed that rule a couple years ago.
Thankfully, it changed.
Yeah, to where the higher seed is the home playoff team. And so that's why it's so important to get that number one seed to assure yourself of a home game.
It only makes sense. You earn the number one seed. You earn the high seed throughout the course of the season. So, you got to be rewarded by being able to play at home. And the higher seed is the home team through every round of the playoffs. And they finally got that right here a couple of years ago.
You want to go through the season stats for us real quick while we're waiting on Coach Roark?
Yeah, let's go through the season stats. Got a lot of yards there, man. Right at 53 points a game. Points given up 25. Total rushing yards 3,295. Passing yards 1,152. That's a total 4,447 yards. Just dynamic offensively all season long. Cedric Wilson, 156 carries, 1,548 yards, 24 touchdowns, averaging 10 yards a carry. Daniel Hatcher, 132 yards, 1,336, 20 touchdowns, 10 yards a carry as well. I mean, you look across the state of Louisiana, I mean, how many tailbacks you have right at 1,500 yards and averaging, both of them averaging 10 yards a carry. Deuce McPherson completing 55% of his passes, 1,152 yards, 18 touchdowns, taking care of the ball pretty well this season, only 3 interceptions. Leading receivers, Adrian Cooper, 29 catches, 691 yards, 11 touchdowns.
We want to welcome in Jena Giants head coach Jay Roark. Coach, you there?
Sir.
We didn't catch you at a bad time, did we? Or are y'all done with practice?
No, we're all good.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we've heard from you. Coach McCartney joined us last week, did a great job. And
he did an awesome job. I think he should do it every week.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, we'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. He loves to talk ball and does a good job at it. I enjoyed listening.
Well, him being on the show gave me an idea, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to tell you about it until the season's over with. But I do have an idea based off of him being here last week because he did so great. But when the season's over with, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and we'll see if we can get it done. But it is because of how good he did. So when I give you this idea, if you don't like it, it's going to be his fault. But we'll talk about that after the season.
I don't think you've ever had a bad idea.
Well, how does it feel coming off the bye week? You had a week off where you were able to get healthy. You feel like we've had injuries all year. And also just kind of, recuperate, get your mind straight, and get focused on a playoff run.
It was a great week. I thought we handled it probably as well as we have. With a bye week, you never really know how to handle those situations. But I think Coach McCartney talked about it last week a little bit, but took that Monday off, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we really focused on fundamentals, worked on special teams, and did all that with very minimal contact, trying to heal up, be good and fresh for this week. And then Friday, kind of Coach McCartney put them into a really good workout and ran their legs out from under them to try to replace that game situation, because you just can't replace a Friday night conditioning-wise. And so kids handled it really well, very focused, took advantage of the opportunities to kind of clean up some little things that we need to get better at. And coming out Monday, it seemed like it worked really well. We had a great day on Monday and even better on Tuesday. So we feel good about where we are.
Well, Coach, a couple of years ago, we were in the same position with the number one seed and had the bye week. Did you guys change up anything from a couple of years ago?
It was a little different. I feel like we probably did a little bit more 2 years ago than we did this year. I felt like we probably needed to take advantage a little bit more of it this year of the rest, because it's been such a grind and we've had so many guys banged up, but not a lot different, probably just a little bit less physical this year.
How has the team handled the bye week, you think? Have they been locked in even though you didn't have a game?
I thought they handled it extremely well. I thought they came to practice with a purpose every day last week, and it bled over into Monday. I think they appreciated the rest because, it's a grind. They start beginning of August and you don't stop. We work 6 days a week. most weeks as well. You know, so they needed the break and they handled it well and appreciated it. I think they responded extremely well, and I think it showed this week at practice. So hopefully we'll be good and fresh. It certainly seemed that way. We're as physical as we've been at practice this week, you know, just flying around. We weren't killing each other or anything like that, but the kids were eager. It's kind of like, you know, in fall camp, you go 3 weeks before you get to play somebody. It kind of felt like that, like we're ready to go hit somebody else. You know, it's been 2 long weeks without an opponent, and I think the kids are excited to get back on the game field.
I'm sure on Friday night you were able to get a chance to watch St. Helena Bena Vols. What is your thoughts on St. Helena?
They're a very talented football team. They got a quarterback that can run around and throw on the run and make big plays with his feet, similar to Lavallee from Marksville, but just a little bit different. Probably about the same straight line speed. I'm not sure if he's as shifty as Lavallee is, but they got some good playmakers at receivers. Got a pretty good running back. They got some guys on defense that fly around and are very aggressive. It's going to be a challenge. You know, it's one of those deals we're going to play really good football. And you know that when you get to the second round, there's no bad teams left, you know, and we know that going in. And we're going to have to take care of the football, you know, and try to keep their receivers underneath us, make sure that we take good angles on that quarterback. And if we do, I feel good about it. But they are a very, very dangerous team.
So as a team that we've played, you would compare them to Marksville as a team we've seen this year?
Offensively, for sure. Defensively, they're probably a little bit bigger and a little bit more speed across the board. But very similar offensive, you know, with that mobile quarterback. It just can give you fits. You can do everything right. And an athlete just go be an athlete and give you problems. So we got to really make sure that we play extremely disciplined and be where we're supposed to be.
Do you feel like having the extra week off helped with injuries? Have y'all got some guys back?
Not necessarily anybody back, but some guys that have been kind of banged up and just moving a little bit slower. I felt like that was a huge bonus for us. Logan Thompson looked really good this week. It's the best week he's had in a long time. He just hadn't really been 100%. Came back a couple of weeks ago, but this week you could really see the Logan that we saw in the beginning of the season, which is good because he's a really good football player.
We appreciate you joining us tonight, Coach, and good luck Friday night.
Hey, thank y'all.
Thanks, Coach.
Bye-bye.
Jena Giants head coach Jay Roark. We'll take a break right here. You're listening to the Walkthrough on 1.7 KJNM.
Justice Oil Company salutes the young men and women who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
When you need an expert, you call one, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. There's one in every parish to help you protect what's important to you and your family, because protecting the people of Louisiana is what's important to us. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. Visit lafarmbureau.com to find a local agent and ask for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. That's lafarmbureau.com. Make contact with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent today.
Looking for a bank that truly understands the communities they serve? CLB, the community bank, has you covered. They offer a wide range of services from top-tier interest rates on checking accounts and CDs to the latest in online, digital, and mobile banking. What makes CLB the community bank the go-to choice for all your banking needs? It's the convenience of managing finances from anywhere, anytime. Visit their website or one of 7 branches today. CLB, the community bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30. Join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
Welcome back into the walkthrough. Austin Watley here along with Brant King. We don't have calls of the week this week because we didn't have a game last week, but we appreciate CLB for sponsoring our calls of the week, and we will have some next week after the game Friday night.
CLB's been a great partner for the walkthrough this season. Also, not only sponsoring the calls of the week, but also the Warrior of the Week, the best practice player of the week in T-shirt, and Pools Pit Stop stepping up and providing a meal for the Warrior of the Week as well.
Really appreciate those guys. Appreciate all our sponsors. We now are going to have our player interviews. We have juniors Zy Harrison and Logan Thompson. Zy, offensive tackle, Logan Thompson, outside linebacker. Really appreciate you guys joining us tonight and being here. I always, when I look and see who we're going to try to ask to get on here, I try to have like a reason for having the different players on here. And to me, both of y'all are kind of similar because y'all have dealt with injuries in your career. You had to come back from injuries. And I thought that'd be a good opportunity for us to talk about that. Logan, you've missed, what was last? Did you play in the Bunkie game?
No, sir.
So what's the last game you played in, though?
Vidalia.
So you missed the last 3 games. Just kind of talk about the injury you had. And, I mean, we heard Coach Roark say during his interview that you had one of your best weeks of practice. Looked like you're back to 100%. So kind of talk about your injury and talk about coming back from that and how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, so it happened beginning of the season. You know, it's one of those things. We never really thought much of it, and just progressively got worse and worse, and it got to the point where had to take time off to be ready for the postseason. And then games after Vidalia, you know, hated to miss Bunkie, but then after that, I took that time off to finally get better. And when you do feel better, now it's time to go to work, and I feel amazing right now. Excited to get back into practice and ready to play.
And Zy, kind of you too. I mean, you missed most of last season, or not all of last season. You missed off-season workouts, and you came back. What week did you come back this year?
First week.
Yeah,
first week.
First week. Just talk a little bit about the rehab process and coming back to the team and becoming a starter on the offensive line.
The rehab is really hard because you got to be mentally strong, and you weren't able to do many things that you were able to do when you did have a good knee, but you just got to keep working through it and do what the coaches and the PT trainers tell you what to do.
Yeah, you've been a joy to watch this season, and felt like it all come together during the Bunkie game. You guys were the Under the Lights Player of the Week, and you guys have been road graders out there. And you and Dean and Malik and Luke and who I'm missing, Cruz Humphreys, and looks like you guys, like, just everybody block it down. Kind of talk about that a little bit. How you guys have come together as a unit.
We just gotta work hard and think together, and we know what our rules is and what we gotta do to make the ball move down the field.
Zy, are you 100%? Like with your knee, you're good? Everything feels really good?
Yes, sir. It feels really good.
Logan, would you say you're 100% right now?
I feel amazing right now. I mean, yeah, it's going to nag on a little bit, but you got to work through it, get it back in shape.
Logan, what was it? Like, was it ankle or knee, or was it?
It started out as just my ankle, so I just sprained ankle, so I pushed through it, but then it got re-aggravated in the Marksville game, and it kind of worked up and got worse.
Okay. So, yeah, sprained ankle, man. That's pretty much what you got to do. Just give it rest. And Logan, you had that big fumble return for a touchdown. What game was that?
St. Fred's.
St. Fred. How awesome was that on that play?
Well, it's funny because I was dreaming about that before the game, before it even happened.
That's right. You got to visualize them opportunities, and you got to think about that before it even happens.
So when you're like halfway to the end zone, are you like, man, I can't believe this is happening right now? Because you had a long ways to go.
I was just tunnel vision the whole time. You know, I'm just trying to get there. I can see the white out of the corner of my eye. I'm just trying to get there.
Yeah. So talk about the last 2 weeks. Y'all had the bye week where you didn't have a game, and then now y'all had this week where you're getting ready for St. Helena. But talk about the 2 weeks of practice, how you think those went as far as practice last week, where it was kind of a shorter week, and now this week getting ready for St. Helena.
Well, it's no time off for us. You know, number 1 seed, everybody's gunning for you. You can't take no time off. You got to work twice as hard. So, you know, bye week, we're working on fixing the little stuff. tackling, all that. And then this week it's preparing for somebody. So you got to turn it up even more, get ready, keep working.
And Logan, just talk a little bit about the defense, how it's come along from week 1 until now.
Well, since the season started, we all knew that we had to play together. And, young defense, we've struggled. But us and the coaches, we've noticed it's progressively gotten better and better and better. And even when we struggled, we kept our heads up and keep working. That's what allowed us to keep getting better and better like we are.
Talk a little bit about Coach Faircloth and what he means to you guys.
Man, he's the guy. We love him and we trust him. That's the biggest thing. We got to trust him. And he trusts in us. When he gets on us practice, we just got to follow him, listen to him, and do what he tells us to do.
I'd almost say, like with you missing some time these last 3 games, it seems like we have more depth now because now that you're back, because when you were out, you had players that were playing linebacker, and now it seems like we have a lot of linebackers who have gotten playing time. Do you feel like that depth has kind of gotten better as the year has gone on?
Yes, sir, because nobody's really been solidified until later on in the season, but everybody's been swapping and learning, and we all know what we're supposed to do. That definitely helps out with the depth.
How much film do you guys watch during a week?
We struggle with that bad. Well, not real bad, but we've gotten a whole lot better. It's definitely not as good as it should be, but they tell us 30 minutes to an hour a day, but we try and watch it in class at home whenever we can. It really helps.
So you're saying it's bad. You're saying y'all don't watch as much as y'all need to watch, or
we don't. Honestly and truly, we don't watch near enough as we should.
Oh, okay.
Coach Faircloth, is he a coach that likes to get on the whiteboard and draw things out?
He does it all. Film room, the whiteboard. They got the little coach pads they bring to practice and they'll show us.
Zy, St. Helena, we got them this week. I know y'all have watched film. I know Coach McCartney has told y'all what they're going to do on defense. What have y'all prepared for as far as blocking them this week?
Really, St. Helena is really just, they try to do whatever to stop you. They'll put a bunch of D linemen in gaps, put 3 on one side and 2 on the other. They just randomly do whatever they want to try to stop you. And we just got to prepare and know our rules and know what to do during that moment.
So I'm sure during practice this week, when y'all been doing scout and y'all running plays, Coach McCartney's probably had people all over the place trying to trick you.
Yes, sir.
So y'all have had lots of practice going against that this week. Logan, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see from St. Helena's offense this week.
I mean, they're definitely a underlooked team. They got a bunch of athletes all over the field. Quarterback, similar to Marksville, maybe a little bit less athletic, somewhat, but they like to run that fast offense. They'll run it, they'll sling it. Quarterback likes to run a lot. Definitely, I'd say a lot more than Marksville quarterback. They just kind of like just do random stuff almost, but you got to pay attention to everything.
Are they a balanced offense? Do they throw a lot more than what they run?
It's kind of split almost, but it really comes down to the quarterback keep almost. We kind of found out a little bit something this week. They like to set up a boundary run to open up the quarterback scramble way out to the open field. And then it's just Coach Faircloth gave us 3 rules this week. That's shut down the quarterback, stop the deep throws, and then make tackles in the open field. And if we do that, we'll win the game.
Yeah, it's important. Keep everything underneath.
Which, I mean, that's easier said than done because they are good. They've got some guys that they're going to be tough to bring down. So, anything else you got?
All good. Great job, guys.
Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Proud of y'all. Excited to watch y'all in the next few weeks in this playoff run, and excited to see what y'all do on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, keep up the great work, guys.
Logan Thompson and Zy Harrison are your players for this week. We'll take a break right here. Listen to the walkthrough 127.
Justice Oil Company salutes the young men and women who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
Louisiana is strong. It's hard work and determination. It's never giving up. It's being there for family, friends, and neighbors because you gave them your word. It's celebrating life's good times and standing tall when times are tough. You call this great state home, and so do we. We're headquartered here with a presence in every parish to better serve you. We're Louisiana's insurance company, Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Hi, I'm Cliff Smith with CLB, the Community Bank. With 20 years of banking experience, I have seen many changes, but one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to help customers with all their financial needs. CLB, the Community Bank, is here to help you, whether it's to open an account, online banking setup, credit card application, home mortgage, consumer, or commercial loan. If you're looking for personal service with real care, come by and see us at CLB, the Community Bank, 2349 North 1st Street, Gina, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
Welcome back into the walkthrough. Austin Wiley here along with Brant King, and we now want to welcome in our special guest, Mr. James Smokey Leonard. Smokey, you there?
Yes, I am. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to have you here on the show. We got a chance to watch y'all's broadcast against the Vols last week, and I cannot tell you how many people messaged me saying how much they enjoyed y'all's broadcast. And then today, when we posted that you were going to be our special guest, I had people message me, man, y'all got Smokey Leonard. They were all so pumped up, and
yeah, we're here. You're the legend, man, around that parts.
Well, I appreciate it, guys, man. It's very humbling to hear you say that.
Yeah, I had somebody message me. They said that you call in, is it the Ken Trahan show, and always give a St. Helena report?
Yes, I do.
And they said they've heard you give that report for years. So they said, if you're going to talk to somebody about St. Helena, we got the right guy.
Well, yeah, I've been around a while with him.
How long have you been covering the Hawks?
Well, this is my 26th year.
Wow, good while then. You've seen a lot of football over the years at St. Helena.
Yes, I've seen their highs and their lows. So
Did you go to school at St. Helena, or you just are from the area, or why? How did you get into this?
Well, I'm from the area. I went to school in A-Meat. Well, it was during pre-integration, West Side High, and one of my classmates moved into St. Helena Parish, and his son was going to St. Helena, and they had no broadcast, and nobody was paying attention to their game, so he put a little show together, and he invited me to come with him, and I took the ride with him and led me to where I am today.
Well, tell us about the Hawks. Fourth year in a row that they have made the playoffs. Kind of give us an idea of what we're going to see on Friday night.
Well, basically, you're going to see a spread team. They have a sophomore quarterback with a big arm and a couple of wideouts excess of 6 feet on the outside. Pretty good running game, but they've been resilient all year. They started off pretty low, went 1-5 in their first 5 games, and since then they ran off 5 in a row. So they're coming in thinking they can win the game, even though Gina is the number 1 seed.
Talk about quarterback Baker. You know, it looked like he faced a good bit of pressure there Friday against the Vols, but he made things happen on his feet, got outside the pocket several times, and completed some good passes there in that game. Is he a first year starter in Baker?
Well, he started half a year ago. He took over for his brother, number 2, the outside receiver is his brother, which also has a big arm. Baker came in about middle way of the season, and the new coach came in this year, decided he was going to go with the younger player, and it proved to turn out to be okay for them.
Is it I know it's Coach Holmes' first year at St. Helena. Is it a surprise that y'all have had the success? You won district this year. Y'all are in the second round now. Is it a surprise, or did y'all kind of expect to be in this spot?
Well, I would kind of say it's a mixed emotion there, surprise. A lot of folks expect the Hawks to go past the second round each year because they carry those kind of athletes. We just got in a deep hole in the beginning of the season, trying to come out of it and end up with a bad draw here. But no, we're not surprised that we're in the second round. We kind of expect it here because in the area we play Kentwood, A-Mead, and the teams like that, so we get a lot of experience playing against big teams.
Talk a little bit about that A-Mead game. You guys lost by only 2 points to A-Mead.
Well, that's correct. We lost, I think it was 16-14. And the week after that, we played at 4A LaRonja and lost another 2-point game because we've been in most of the games that we've been in, even the 46-30 trashing that we got from Kentwood. It wasn't for pick six or in a block punt, we probably could have stole that game.
Yeah, you mentioned that y'all started out 1-5, but to me though, y'all play a difficult schedule in your non-district, and it really prepares y'all when you get to this point of the season. And the part of the state y'all are in, like you're saying, y'all play A-Mead, Jules Sumner, Kentwood. These teams, I mean, we've played them over the years in the playoffs. They're all very good football teams, and that non-district really kind of prepares y'all for the playoffs.
You're exactly right, and Coach Holmes realizes that too, because he comes in with a winning pedigree, having been defensive coordinator for state champion South Plaquemine a year ago.
Well, I was curious on where he came from because I saw he's had a lot of experience all over the state. Been at a lot of different places in North Louisiana and South Louisiana. So he was defensive coordinator at South Plaque last year.
Yes, he was. As a matter of fact, he's been flaunting his big ring in the interview, so he came he came loaded.
That's right.
You talk about y'all went undefeated in district play, district champions, and Coach Holmes was coach of the year in district.
That's correct. We also had the defensive player of the year, which is Darian Baker, number 2. He's 6 foot, about 195 pounds, right at 200 pounds, with a lot of speed, long kid.
Well, Smokey, watching the game Friday night, I see you guys broadcasted from the track. Is that something you guys normally do at most of the games?
Well, we started that about 5 games ago. Most of the stadiums that we go in doesn't have enough press box room to accommodate all the equipment that we have. And so the producers decided to put up a tent and get on the track. I mean, it's kind of hard. You got to pay full attention to your monitor, but it works out.
Yeah, we kind of run into the same problem every now and then on the road. You know, of course we like to sit in the stands, kind of feel more a part of the game too. You know.
Well, we wouldn't want to sit in our stands because you couldn't stand the language.
So can we plan on? We will see y'all Friday night. You'll be on the track Friday night.
We look under the blue tent. That'll be us.
The blue tent. All right. Well, we'll make sure we get y'all taken care of. We got a in the end zone where our field house is at. They always cook up a good meal there, so we'll try to get y'all fixed up with some food before y'all head out Friday night.
Okay, that'll be fine. And I appreciate you guys having us on.
Yeah, man, it's great to have you, Smokey, and like everybody said, you the guy to talk to about St. Helena football.
I appreciate it. I don't want to swear my head too big.
Well, y'all be safe traveling up here Friday, and we'll try to come over to the blue tent and introduce ourselves Friday night if we get a chance. Really appreciate you being on.
Fine. Let me ask you this: what's the forecast there for you guys?
It is a rain chance on Friday.
I think during the day. I think it's supposed to clear out.
I think the last thing I saw was like he's saying that it's a rain chance during the day, but it's supposed to move out before game time.
Oh, okay.
We do have now we don't have that big fancy nice turf that y'all have. Y'all got a nice looking field. It's natural grass, but it does drain well. And It's been really dry. So if it
we ain't had
rains,
rain in a long time, so it's going to dry up pretty quick.
yeah,
if
I
it
don't
does.
expect it to be. I don't expect it to hold water unless it rains a lot.
Well, we had a bad experience with our stadium with the grass field. We was playing Saturday in the playoff about 2019, somewhere 18, somewhere like that. And it rained so hard to wash all the siding away.
Wow.
It had nothing but dirt. So the next year we were able to get a grant and get the new turf, and it's worked out. No injuries so far.
Yeah, it looks good. I noticed seeing some highlights that that the turf and then that what is y'all's Hawk mascot, the logo in the middle of the field. It looks really nice.
Yes. It's very picturesque, as I said.
We appreciate you being on, and like I was saying, safe travels up here on Friday, and we'll see you Friday night.
Okay, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yes, sir. Take care, Smokey.
Bye.
The legend, Smokey Leonard with St.
that
Helena.
was awesome. Did a great job, and and knows St. Helena football in and out. Been doing it the last 26 years.
26 years, I think.
26 years. That's a long time. He's followed that program and a lot of success at St. Helena.
I mean, say that includes 2 trips to the Dome.
Yeah.
They were runner-ups in 2017. They lost to Welsh in the state championship, and then they were runner-ups in 2004. I did not put that on my sheet, but I know 2004, 2017, they were in the Dome and lost in the state championship. So they've shown they can make a run.
That's another thing I like about the playoffs this time of the year. You know, we make new contacts. You know, talking to different people throughout the state that we normally wouldn't hear from.
And we talked. You know, they did a great job on their broadcast on Friday. So we got in contact, got them on. And then as soon as it was posted, I could start getting messages. Man, y'all got Smokey Leonard? I'm like, well, yeah.
Yeah, had the sound effects, had the music going during the broadcast. It was good.
So they'll be here Friday night, and we'll show them a little hospitality.
That's right.
Treat them right, and hopefully it stays dry.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I hope it stays dry. Like I say, what I've seen so far, forecast I've seen is, you know, a little bit of rain in the morning time, maybe midday, but everything's supposed to clear out by game time.
And from what I'm looking at, like at one time mine was saying 70%. Now it's 35%. It's gone down some.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully that does not play a factor. Gonna take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break and we'll come back.
We'll come back and should have just the right amount of time for area playoff games. Still got a lot of area teams in the playoffs. So you're listening to the walkthrough on 1.7 KJNM.
Justice Oil Company salutes the young men and women who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
When you need an expert, you call one, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. There's one in every parish to help you protect what's important to you and your family, because protecting the people of Louisiana is what's important to us. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. Visit lafarmbureau.com to find a local agent and ask for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. That's lafarmbureau.com. Make contact with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent today.
Looking for a bank that truly understands the communities they serve? CLB, the community bank, has you covered. They offer a wide range of services from top-tier interest rates on checking accounts and CDs to the latest in online, digital, and mobile banking. What makes CLB the community bank the go-to choice for all your banking needs is the convenience of managing finances from anywhere, anytime. Visit their website or one of 7 branches today. CLB, the community bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
Welcome back into the walkthrough. Austin White here along with Brant King. We had a great show so far. Heard from Coach Roark, heard from Logan Thompson and Zy Harrison, and also heard from James Smokey Leonard with Flying Ghost Productions. I wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to Fagan Davis, co-owner of Flying Ghost Productions. He is who I contacted and who got us and Smokey connected to do this interview tonight.
You know you're a legend. You know you're somebody when you have to go through somebody else to arrange the meeting.
Yeah, I never actually talked to Smokey before we did the interview.
That's right.
I'd only talked to Fagan Davis, the owner of Flying Ghost Productions, and they do a great job. Well, it's just, every part of the state you have these different I guess businesses or companies that are streaming these games, and this is the one for down there in that area.
It was great, having the bye week at home Friday night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's unreal this day and time. Like pretty much every high school game you can watch now, and I thought it was a college Saturday, like flipping back and forth between games, looking for the YouTube channels or the Facebook Live. It's crazy.
Or like me, what I would do, I would have one game on my phone, one on my TV.
I did too.
And then you could have your iPad.
Yeah, I was I had on the TV. I had this Vol St. Helena, and I had Washita going on my cell phone, but it's great this day and time to. I know a lot of people don't like the technology, but this day and time it's great to be able to watch all the games. Yeah.
Because when we played, it was the only games that would be on TV would be the state championship games.
Yeah, exactly.
I think back then what the local stations, CST or CW would do like a game of the week, but that would be like the game of in the state.
Like West Monroe, you would watch maybe a replay. It wouldn't be live. You'd see the replay like a couple of days later if you're up in Monroe on a Monroe station. But also, got to watch West Monroe, watch their game as well, flipping back and forth. But and also too, I watched Acadiana Caring Crow. That was another big time game in the state of Louisiana. I was able to watch some of it as well.
Before we get into the area games of the week, I want to talk about get our thoughts on St. Helena. Because it's funny to me listening to Coach Roark and the players, and I know what I've been thinking from watching film, just kind of comparing and contrasting our thoughts on it. But St. Helena, their head coach is DeCarlos Holmes. You heard Smokey Leonard say he was defensive coordinator at South Plaquemine last year. They won a state championship in Division IV non-select. But he's been everywhere. He also was on, I think, the first two seasons of Last Chance U. It was Eastern Mississippi Junior College. He coached there and was on the staff for one of their JUCO national championships.
Coach Buddy Stevens.
Yeah,
Coach
with him.
East Mississippi Community College. That was some great TV there.
Yeah,
on Netflix.
But he's been. Oh man, I have it. I put it in the article of the paper, but he's been everywhere. From Bastrop down to New Orleans. He's been in North Louisiana, South Louisiana. He's been all over.
I mean, that community college at one time, I guess it maybe still is one of the premier community colleges in the South.
St. Helena, they are 6-4, and like you heard Smokey say, they started out 1-5, but or actually they start out 1-4 because in their non-district, this is who they play. They played all 5 teams are playoff teams. Jules Sumner, who is I think undefeated,
a number 1 team in Class 3A.
East Feliciana, who is a top seed in Division IV, a smaller school, they beat East Feliciana. Kentwood, they were at Kentwood at a meet, and then versus LaRondre, and these are all
big time
teams
programs. Yeah.
And then in district play, they went 4-0, went undefeated. To win district, Coach Holmes was Coach of the Year. You heard the thoughts on quarterback Myron Baker. He has 1,903 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the season. Only a sophomore. I kind of think he may be faster than Lavallee. Now, I don't know if he's as shifty as Lavallee, but I do think he's maybe a bit faster.
Yeah, great size. He's tall. Like I say, watching the Vols game, he did face a lot of pressure. It seemed like Vols did get the pressure, got in the backfield a lot of times during that ball game, but he had great awareness about himself and could make things happen with his feet.
I compare this team to Marksville because I remember the Marksville game. We just kept going on and on about how many different receivers live they had to throw to. Well, watching film of St. Helena, Baker has a lot of weapons to throw to, a lot of receivers.
Good size as well.
I counted at least 4 receivers who all could go up, get the ball, and make something happen after catching it. They've got some guys. And it may be Baker just kind of scrambling around, making something happen, but it's hard to stay in coverage that long. And it's going to test our defense because it's hard to play defense against a team like that. And then I've also got number 88, Darius Miles, a defensive end, a senior.
He's a tall kid as well.
Yeah, big kid on the defensive line. They've got some size up front. Now, as far as how they run the ball, it's a little bit different than what Marksville does. Different styles there. But I definitely think, we've had some issues this year with quarterbacks who kind of run around, make some plays, and Baker fits that mold. And they have the receivers for him to throw to, so should be interesting to see. Last year they were 3-8. They lost in the first round to Pine. So now I do agree with kind of what we talked about. Zy Harrison mentioned on defense, they're going to have guys kind of coming from. It's not going to be like a true. You got 3 down linemen in the same spot. It's going to be a linebacker walk up here. The D line may shift. It's going to give a different look almost every time on defense. So, that may confuse your offense at times, but the offense got to be ready.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to give you different looks, trying to confuse you.
But definitely should be a good test for the Giants. Should be a good game Friday night. I'm looking forward to it. Number 17, St. Helena at number 1, Gina. Winner will play the winner of number 8, Mansfield, and number 9, Marksville. Any thoughts on St. Helena, or you want us to get into the area games of the week?
Yeah, let's get into the area games.
All right. Number 15, Delta Charter pulled off the upset. Was it an upset? Let me see.
It was 18-15. Was that a pick'em game for us?
It was. Delta Charter was number 18. I don't know why I put number 15 on here, but Delta Charter went on the road and beat St. Martin's.
Yeah, Delta Charter, had a great season. They finished off really well and defeated St. Frederick. That was it week 9 or week 10?
Week 10.
Yeah, week 10 they played each other, and you knew at that point because St. Fred is a good team, and Delta Charter was able to defeat them. You knew Delta Charter had a good team going into the playoffs.
But number 18, Delta Charter, is at number 2, Riverside. And I think that's going to be a tough matchup this week. And that's the thing about, back in the day, you used to be, if you pulled off an upset, you got rewarded by getting the home game. These days, it makes it really tough for a lower seed to make a run.
Going on the road just about every week. And just think all them long trips from either North Louisiana to South Louisiana or South Louisiana to North.
Yep. Number 10, Southern Lab at number 7, OCS. I feel like every year there's playoffs, these two teams meet. A lot of matchups between these two teams.
The Kittens, right? Southern Lab, the Kittens.
I think so. This is not a pick'em game. I'm thinking OCS because it's at OCS.
Yeah, you can't go against OCS and Coach Fitzhugh, especially this time of the year. He's going to have them guys focused and locked in, and they're going to be ready to make a run.
Number 14, St. Frederick at number 3, Hamilton Christian. I don't know if you've paid attention to what's happened with Hamilton Christian.
Yeah, they've had some things going on, I think, this past week or so.
But what's weird to me is all year, this has been talked about on message boards about what's going on with Hamilton Christian. Everybody knew it. It was out in the open. Everybody knew it, but it didn't come out until now.
Yeah.
And now if you're Hamilton Christian, if you're involved with that football team, you're like, it's the worst time for all this stuff to come out. A lot to deal with, a lot going on down there. Can St. Fred pull off the upset?
I think Hamilton Christian is still going to be talented.
I agree.
As far as the football players, they're still going to be focused. They're ready to complete the mission.
I agree. I think it's going to be tough for St. Fred to get that win, but should be interesting to see how that game plays out. Number 15, West St. John at number 2, Mangum. I think all Mangum in that one.
Yeah, I would think so.
Mangum coming off the bye. Number 10, Faraday at number 7, East Feliciana. East Feliciana, St. Helena beat them in week 2, 36-7. This is not a pick'em game. I think I'm gonna go Faraday in that one. I think Faraday has a chance in that one.
Yeah, Faraday looks pretty good this year. They, of course, put it on Northeast last week, 58-0. Finally was able to play back at home, at the home field. And, of course, this week be going on the road to East Feliciana. But I still think Faraday, I think as the 10 seed, I think that's a dangerous team. And I think they get the job done on the road.
I think Faraday's mad about what happened last year in the playoffs, about their field, and they are out to get revenge on everybody. That's why I like Faraday against East Feliciana. Number 9, Catholic New Iberia at number 8, Bunkie. Catholic New Iberia, I think they are a defending state champion in this division. Going to be tough for Bunkie. I think Catholic is dealing with some injuries. I don't know.
I don't know much about Catholic New Iberia.
I know they lost. I think the way they won last year, they had a quarterback who just was really good. He was a senior. He graduated. You lose him. And then I'm pretty sure I saw on the message board they had some injuries they're dealing with.
Of course, the factor is Zion Lee.
I was about to say,
if Bunkie can get him going, then they stand a good chance to be in the ball game and win. But
Bunkie has run game and defense.
Yeah, if Bunkie can't run the football, they'll be in trouble.
Yeah, I think that's it is a pick'em game. It can go either way. I do think Bunkie has a chance, but I think it's gonna be tough. We'll be interested to see how it plays out. Number 15, Donaldsonville at number 2, Sterlington. Sterlington coming off the bye. All Sterlington in that one. Number 11, Richwood at number 2, Oak Grove. If you take away Oak Grove beating OCS, I would almost think Richwood has a great chance in this one. But Oak Grove winning at home against OCS like they did, I think it's all Oak Grove.
I think that proved a lot there. And Richwood coming off the win against Caldwell. Them teams have played each other several times, it seems like, in the last several years during the playoffs. But Oak Grove gets the job done there.
Yeah, and I messed up. I put number 2 Oak Grove. It's number 6 Oak Grove. I don't know. I guess I made a few typos on this paper. Number 12, Union Parish at number 5, Erath. This is kind of the big game everybody's watching on our side of the bracket. Is Union Parish down, or are they going to keep making a run? And is Erath for real? Erath has a lot of experience, has a good team, but they really haven't played anybody to where you know how good they are. I think a lot of people are going to be watching this game.
Yeah, I know our eyes are going to be fixated on this game to see what the final score is going to be. Is Union Parish, have they dropped that down that much this season? Erath, down in South Louisiana, they talk about their district, but I mean, we've seen highlights of the games that they've played. They got some big guys up front, very athletic team. Just how many points can they put on Union Parish? If they can put a lot of points on Union Parish, Erath is a dangerous team.
That is a pick'em game. Number 9, Marksville at number 8, Mansfield. We play the winner of this game. This is a pick'em game as well. Number 10, Lutcher at number 7, Franklin Parish. Franklin Parish beat Abbeville 62-6, and I saw that they put on Facebook that was the most Franklin Parish has beat a team in any game in their school history. That really surprised me.
Yeah, that was surprising. I did see that too. But yeah, this could be a good ball game. I mean, Lutcher with a history and their runs to the Dome several times over the years. But I think Franklin Parish, this is their year. So much talent on the field. If they're going to get the job done, this is it.
I agree. I think Franklin Parish in that one. Number 21, Waspen. They pulled off the upset against Minden. They will be at number 5, Plaquemine. I think Waspen will go down this way. Then their season comes to an end.
Hats off to Coach Diars. His first season at Waspen coming in. Coach Diars has, been around the Neville, graduated Neville and went to school at LSU and played at TCU and got into coaching there and done a fine job there at Wasman. And I feel like he's going to continue growing that program and have some success there.
This is a pick'em game. Number 11, Rummel at number 6, Tioga. Number 12, Brother Martin is at number 5, Ash. These two teams met 2 years ago. Ash was able to get the win. I remember thinking 2 years ago, I thought Brother Martin would beat Ash, and it really surprised me that Ash came away with a victory. I think I saw a stat that the teams in the Catholic League, outside of the Catholic League, only lost to one team in the state of Louisiana. Did you see that stat?
Sounds right.
Okay. It seems crazy, but yeah, I think that is true. I think it's tough though to go to Ash and get the win. I think Ash is they're going to be ready, and I do see that being a good game though. Number 18 Mandeville at number 2 Neville. Neville coming off the bye, looking to make a run in Division 1 non-select.
Yeah, Neville should get the job done. I think this is the first time all year you haven't had Neville on a pick'em game.
No, because I think Neville's gonna take care of business.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think this is the first week you hadn't had them. As a pick'em game.
Well, I mean, their schedule they play teams. The week they played Pineville, I didn't have them on there.
That's the only time.
Yeah. And I held off on showing Brant the pick'em games because he's beating me. I waited to the last minute. I got to give myself an advantage any way I can.
Yeah, I think you texted me today, maybe about 2-something today. I failed to send you all the information for the week, and I'm thinking, he didn't send me the pick'em game, so I can't really dive off into it, do my research and all that I would normally do, and having the 5-game lead and all. And
man, you got to just know this stuff off the top of your head. Come on now. This is a pick'em game. Number 26 Barb at number 10 West Monroe. And then this is another pick'em game, number 14 Washita at number 3 Destrehan. And then this is a game that, any other week, maybe a pick'em game, but I feel like these two teams have met before. Number 16 Westgate at number 1 Ruston. I think either last year or the year before, these two teams met, and everybody said, watch out. Westgate, a very talented team. They're talented every year. They always have kids going to the top SEC schools. I think for the last 3 years, they've had a defensive back go to this last year. They went to Miami. 2 years ago, they went to Texas. 3 years ago, it was LSU. They always have talented kids. But I did see something where they felt like these last few years, they felt like every year when it gets playoff time, they're dealing with injuries. And this is the first time in the playoffs they feel like they're 100% ready to make a run. I know the year that Brian Kelly got hired at LSU, Westgate won the state championship in Class 4A, I believe, because they had the tight end, Danny Lewis, that had a great game in the state championship. LSU started recruiting him. It was a video of Kelly with the camera spinning around.
That's where it all fell apart.
And Lewis ended up going to Alabama, really kind of embarrassed LSU. Yeah. But I know Westgate won it all that year. But Westgate feels like they're 100%. They have a lot of young talent who is going to be big-time prospects when they get seniors. I just think it's tough to go into Ruston and get the win.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's get into our pick'em games. So number 12, Union Parish at number 5, Erath.
Give me Erath.
I put that game as a pick'em game on Sunday, hoping that Union Parish is, ready to go. But from everybody I've talked to this week, I better go with Erath. So I'm going to go Erath as well. They feel like just Union Parish just doesn't have, and I know if somebody shows Coach Spat this, he's going to have those guys motivated and find some way to get that game. Because it feels so weird to talk about Union Parish not being a favorite and not being a top team. But everybody told me Union's down this year, go with Erath. So I'm going Erath. This game I put on here just because I was curious what you thought about it. I really feel like this game go either way. Number 9, Marksville at number 8, Mansfield. I'm going Mansfield because I think Marksville is really good at home, but I think on the road will be too tough for them.
Give me the Marksville Tigers.
Okay.
I think offensively, I like the performance that they presented during the course of the season, scoring a lot of points. Lavallee can get things done with his legs, and you got Benjamin out wide, and you got Price out there, and maybe not quite as good as they want to be in the run game. But I still think they could complete a few passes, and Lavallee gets the job done.
They're going to have to learn. They're going to have to stop the run against Mansfield, so it'll be interesting to watch that battle there. Number 11, Rummel at number 6, Tioga. Tioga having one of their best years in school history. They got a bye in the first round. Sometimes, you get that bye, and then second round, you got a really good team coming to you.
Yeah, especially in that division. I mean, it really hits you in the face quick, and I got to go with Rummel.
Yeah, I'm going Rummel. I just think there's a disadvantage there between the teams in 5A and 4A. Tioga playing a 4A schedule, Rummel being from the Catholic League, playing a tough schedule. I think Rummel has been tested this year, and I feel like it'll be Rummel over Tioga. And you feel really bad for Tioga because they've had a great year, one of their best years of school history.
They're never going to compete in that division.
Yeah, it's going to be just a tough matchup in that division.
Have great regular seasons, but when they get to that division in the playoffs, man, they just don't stand a chance.
It's tough in all sports.
Yeah.
Number 26, Barb at number 10, Western Road. Barb, who did they upset? I can't remember who it was, but Barb put up a lot of points. It might have been Northwood from Shreveport, but it seems like Barb and Western Road have a lot of history with each other as far as baseball, football. A lot of people are they think Barb can pull off this upset.
Give me the Rebels.
I agree. I think going to Western Road, they have been a different team at home this year. Yeah. I think Coach D. Mike gets it done. I think Western Road gets the win over Barb. Then number 14, Washita at number 3, Destrehan. I saw when the brackets come out, people picking Washita to make a run. They felt like Washita could get past Destrehan. Man, it's a tough one.
Yeah, Washita, congratulations, Coach Benji Lewis gets the first round win against St. Amant, 24-21, and it was a great defensive performance there at the end to come away with that.
Because I think if Washita, let me look real quick, Washita, Western Road, and Neville, if they all win, Western Road would play Neville next week, and then Washita would be at the top half of that bracket. If Washita can beat Destrehan, I do like Washita's chances against Parkway and Hahnville.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think Washita could get to the semifinals, but the tough thing is going to be getting past Destrehan in the second round there.
That's going to be huge, right? If Western Road wins and Neville wins.
Oh, man.
Ooh,
it'll be at Bill Ruppel in the quarterfinals there on Friday after Thanksgiving. Yeah, that'd be a great atmosphere for that one. So that's it. That's all our pick'em games. So, really appreciate Coach Roark for joining us. Appreciate Zy Harrison and Logan Thompson for being here, and also appreciate James Smokey Leonard from Flying Ghost Productions giving us a kind of a preview of St. Helena. Also thank Zoe Williams, our producer here, always with the graphics, and our sponsors, Justice Oil, CLB, the Community Bank, Farm Bureau, and Eastview Baptist Church. Friday night, it will be St. Helena at Gina. Second round of the playoffs, 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yep.
You can hear pregame at 6 o'clock. We'll have the Cajun Seafood and Specialty Meats Junior Giants pregame, get you set, and we'll have a playoff game in Guy Campbell Friday night.
Be there and be loud.
Yep. No reason not to be at the games. Every game, you're not promised you're going to have a game the next week. Everybody be there, be loud, show everybody why it's tough to come to Gina and get a win. For Brant King, I'm Austin Watley. You've been listening to the Walkthrough 1.7 KJNA. Good night, everybody.